I think Deebo might have thought that they were going to trade Deebo. They didn't trade Deebo. So let's go. Where do the Niners go from here? First, I'd like you to tell me, just make a prediction where this story goes, and then later let's judge how the Niners have handled things. But let's separate them.
Okay, the prediction I would make now is that both sides are going to compromise. They're going to compromise. The Niners have already shown by the drafting the LSU running back, they're not going to run Deebo as much. They're going to use that back instead. So he's not going to run as much as.
What did you say? They got to stop using Deebo as a short yardage back, right? You said that for months.
Yeah.
So okay, they heard you.
They got a back. They got a back that they can use. And also, I looked up the numbers this week. I mean, Elijah Mitchell and Trey Sermon average 2 yards or less per carry between the tackles. So they need somebody to run between the tackles, whether it be Deebo or somebody else. And now Davis Price, I think, is that guy. And then I think there's going to be a compromise on the dollars. He's not getting $70 million guaranteed, but Parag's opening offer of probably $30 or $40 million guaranteed is not going to be the deal either. I think they're going to settle in a $50 million neighborhood of guaranteed money. So they'll both, the Niners are going to compromise on the price. They're going to compromise on the usage. Deebo's going to reluctantly say, okay, and they're going to go forward.
It seems like they're going to probably work this out. I think the A.J. Brown move was key because Deebo asking for a trade, the Niners came out and were like, we're willing to pay him. We don't know why he wants his trade. Well, then A.J. Brown gets his contract, and like the whole world essentially knows what the Niners have to pay Deebo. So the Niners have already said they'll pay it. The market's just shown what it is. It's essentially 4 years, $100 million, 57 guaranteed, something at 40. What is it? 23 signing bonus, 23 million signing bonus. I think that's what it was. That's essentially what you got to pay him.
25 a year, roughly 25 a year.
Do
I would
it.
say. Yeah.
I have a feeling the Niners thought they could probably get by offering him 22 or 23. Just give him 25 and be happy. I think as long as the Niners are willing to do that, I think Deebo should probably be cool.
I think the Niners, Grant, initially operate on these negotiations in the world that they want to live in. And then they find out the world that they have to live in, and then they adjust. Or they move on. If they don't like the player, they move on. If they really love the player in this case, they'll adjust. So I think they'll adjust. They'll get in his neighborhood. They'll trim his carries down as far as a runner. They'll still have the latitude to use him as a runner, but a whole lot less than what we saw last year. Nothing like, short yardage. Here you go, Deebo, run it through the A-gaps. I don't think that's happening anymore.
I'm looking for houses, so everything I think of is like real estate metaphors. And the Niners essentially like that, the buyer that goes to a house in the Oakland Hills and says, I love it. I'll give you $800,000 for it. And they're like,
right, exactly.
We had 10 offers. What are you talking about? And they're like, oh, okay, let me try a second offer. Like the first, what world are you living in?
Right.
Okay, yeah, that's the Niners. So
that's their world, and it works for them, right? Because they've moved off of other players, and they would move off of this player if they didn't love him so much.
Absolutely. So it seems like there's actually going to be there could be a happy ending to this drama.